While most players are busy getting gray SMGs and dying to the Mandalorian boss in like the first 5 seconds of the match, you'll be busy starting the game strong with a free RPG in Gold AK because you watched 10 Fortnite Season 5 tips and tricks everyone should know. Drop a like for the pump to return, but let's jump into number 10. Season 5 has introduced one of the most useful consumables to hit Fortnite since Chapter 2 began. Around the area of the 0 point, you can break shards in order to consume them and get the ability to blink around. You already know this though. Not only is this great for avoiding enemy fire, but you could also use it against those people who sit in a box. This is just ruthless against other players. Check this out. Go up to someone's box, shoot the wall a couple times, and then pickaxe their wall at the same time as you blink. This allows you to perfectly get in their box before they can place another build. And if done right, you fly right in their box, appear behind them for a super easy kill. It's almost bullying. And from using overpowered items to fixing broken ones, let's move on to number 9. Alright, it's safe to say the new Dragon's Breath shotgun has split the community in two. On one end, it can be very useful when you want to set fire to someone's build or just cause some chaos, but the damage at range makes it so if you don't put the freaking barrel in their mouth, you're pretty much gonna tickle them. Turns out there's a way out there to actually get some good use out of this thing, and it involves the fire. Because the Dragon's Breath shotgun sets fire to anything it shoots, it's of course great for taking out those builds or getting some extra damage on a player. But there's one use that many people have overlooked. Head over to a cozy campfire and shoot it with your shotgun. It actually lights on fire without wasting mats for an easy heal. You're gonna find this useful for endgames, but obviously the Dragon's Breath shotgun can be hard to come by, so it's helpful to know this also works with gas cans. Great little tip to know, but it's not as handy as number 8. One of the coolest things about Season 5 is the new bar currency, and you can get it for completing NPC quests or even picking it up from dead players. But while looking for those pesky bar safes and trying to get gold from bounties, there's a more hidden way of collecting bars. Cash registers. If you didn't know, you can now open these things and they'll give you bars. And I really like that tip and I've been breaking them non-stop, but while doing this, we noticed something even more incredible. Every once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll open up a cash register and it'll actually drop high tier loot. It kind of works just like finding an epic chest around the map, but instead it's a cash register. So not only can you now collect a ton of gold by now opening these things, but you have a chance of it giving you the same loot as an epic chest would. It's pretty incredible, although it isn't that common. But I mean, hey, at least you get gold bars while searching, and it's not the only gold you can get every game either, because it's time to showcase number 7, how to start with an RPG in Gold AK every game. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a test here. If I told you to name an NPC boss on the map right now, I'd say that about 95% of you would say the Mandalorian, and you'd be right. Except there's actually a boss on the Fortnite map that isn't Mando, and a lot of people don't seem to know about him. Down over at the factory by Slurpy Swamps, you can find a local NPC who, well, not exactly interested in having a conversation with you. Say goodbye to quests and bounties because this guy will attack you as soon as you enter his line of sight. But don't fret, because if you manage to kill him, then you get a very, very handsome reward. When he dies, he drops a legendary heavy assault rifle and a purple rocket launcher. And if that isn't one of the best ways to start a match, I don't know what is. But do this trick while you can, because once a lot of people find out about it, then this little factory is gonna become a very popular drop. For now though, enjoy your guaranteed RPG in Gold AK every single game. It's perfect. The strats don't stop there though, as we move on to number 6. With a new Fortnite season comes all new strats for items we've had for years. For starters, the Shockwave grenade. There's 2 new tricks with the Shockwaves that are honestly really overpowered right now, and they're great ways to get into your enemy's box or gain piece control. The first tip is to place a cone off of the box that your opponent's in, and then throw a Shockwave inside of the cone. If you do it right, it will fly you directly into your enemy's build no matter what kind of ping they have. And for the second strat, all you have to do is walk straight up to the enemy's wall and throw a Shockwave just above your head. Now, just hold your wall out while you fly backwards, and it will give you that guaranteed easy wall replacement. It's something that a lot of pros are doing, so now you can avoid it and also use it against other noobs. And speaking of boxes, let's talk about number 5. With the Tack shotgun being one of the best guns in the loot pool right now, it's no shock that it's even more powerful than we first thought. Right now, the epic and legendary Tacks actually have between 74 and 78 structure damage per shot. That means they take out walls pretty easy. So the next time you have a purple or gold Tack and you see someone build a fresh wall, even metal, you can just one-shot it and replace the build before they even knew what happened. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you're trying to break through people's boxes, then these tactical shotguns give even SMGs a run for their money. Make sure you take advantage of it before it gets nerfed. We know what epic is like, but now let's move on to number 4, the ultimate combo. Right now, we have the most mobility items in the loot pool since boats and choppas were added. And with Season 5, there's a really neat trick available that will help you get the most out of all of these new mobility items. In fact, you could actually combine a ton of the items on the map right now to get you a little bit more distance than you probably should. For example, you could combo the 0-point shards with bouncers and it'll give you some awesome distance. Take a look. You could also combine the shards with the Mandalorian sniper rifle melee and that'll make you dash a bit further. If you're lucky and realize you have all 3 of these items in your inventory, then you can combine the shards, bounce pads, and Mando's melee for a pretty awesome rotation. The trick is really neat, but it doesn't come as close to number 3, the infinite harpoons. As each season of Fortnite is released, fishing has become stronger and stronger for us to get great loot, heal up, and fill up those fishing books. And I mean, with Season 5, it's even better. I mean, we have the new Rift fish and the 0-point fish, so a lot of people are picking up a fishing rod and trying to take advantage of the floppers. Here's how you get the most bang for your buck though. It's almost always a fishing rod that we go for, because the harpoon gun, while pretty good, only has 10 shots. But what if there is a way to get more than that? Maybe 15 shots or 20? How about infinite? Yes, there is a way. For some reason, if you use the harpoon gun to catch a fish, but then swap it with that item in your inventory, you'll drop your gun and it won't waste a charge. You can do this as many times as you want, but that's probably until it gets patched at least. Something that definitely won't get patched anytime soon though is number 2, quick gold methods. There are some pretty neat tricks out there in Season 5 for all you gold lovers that will let you get your hands on some nice easy bars. The first trick is pretty simple, just land next to an NPC or bounty board and request a bounty the second you land. Usually about 50% of the lobby gets taken out in the first 5 minutes of the game, so your bounty will probably get poached by someone else as long as you stay alive. The best part about this is that even when someone kills your bounty target, you still get the gold reward for it, so just accepting bounties the second you land could give you some free easy gold, especially if you need to buy heals, upgrade your weapons, hire NPCs, or whatever. The second way to do this is for people with custom lobbies. Right now, you could actually just boot up a custom lobby, earn gold, and it will carry over into your public matches. This one is definitely more of a glitch though, and will probably get patched very soon, so stick to that first method if you want some free reliable gold every game. But before we get to what you've all been waiting for, our number 1 spot, let's cover our honorable mentions. Okay, so first up, after you've saved up all that gold from cash registers and bounty boards, you're gonna wanna spend it. One of your best options is to head on down to the Kyle or Cole NPCs on the island and talk to them. It won't appear every game, but most of the time you'll actually be able to buy materials from these guys with your gold. Now you can start your match with max wood for a great advantage, and that leads us to our second honorable mention, which is the Bouncer Shockwave. Yep, you can combine the bounce pads and shockwave grenades for an amazing advantage in Season 5. Just place a bouncer down inside of your box and then throw the shockwave grenade at the wall. The combination of both the low gravity and the shockwave will send you absolutely flying, and I know I showed this tip last season and it's pretty known, but it's still really great for rotations in Season 5. And now what you've all been waiting for, number 1, the secret phasing trick. One of the most overpowered tricks to date with Season 5 involves the new 0-point abilities. If you have a 0-point fish in your inventory or just consumed a 0-point shard, then you have to remember this neat tip. If you have auto open doors turned on in your settings, then you can literally just blink through doors. Seriously, you pretty much just teleport through the door with the blinking, and it's insanely overpowered for phasing into buildings or even making plays with your own edited doors. You could also blink through any window that people can walk through for some unsuspecting eliminations. Trust me when I say the plays you can do with this are on another level, and I don't know if Epic will patch this or not, but right now, pretty insane. But click on screen right now to check out this video. This has been Tommy, and you're watching Top 5 Gaming.